It's time to talk shopping. You've probably seen in the news reports of stores closing. In fact, recently, Clothing Store Express said that it was closing nearly 100 stores. So, are brick and mortars fading with the rise of shopping on social media?
Beth Aparo-Jarvis and Mary Van Note run Ginger Consulting. A Minneapolis-based company has partnered with Target, Starbucks, Keurig, and many others. They're here with some notes of the world of retail. Ladies, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
Hi.
Hi, great to see you.
First time on the show. We're good to have you.
Yeah, great to be here.
I do hear a lot about inflation and spending, and I know a lot of people do have anxiety about that.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. The economists will tell us, hey, things are great, things are getting better, but consumers just don't feel that.
Right.
You know, housing costs are still so very high, and it's food costs that are really driving a lot of these feelings of anxiety because you go shopping for food every week, right? And when you think about it, $100 of groceries in 2019 will cost you almost $140 today. It's a big difference for something that we're buying every week, week in and week out. And what it means is that Minnesotans are really starting to spend differently, right? So they're buying fewer items and they're buying lower price items. And what's happened is the big retailers have really responded. So places like Amazon, Target, Walmart, they have lowered prices on millions of sort of everyday items to bring them down to make the consumer more comfortable. And that's starting to work, and that really kind of showed up on Prime Day. So a lot of us participated in Amazon Prime Day a couple weeks ago in July, and really they had a record-breaking, I think, $14 million in sales for the two-day event.
Jeez.
And what happened, though, is it was a really different kind of goods that people were buying. Typically, we think of the big screen TV or the big tech items, maybe for fall, a new laptop. No, it was really practical needs kinds of items, things like back-to-school backpacks or value apparel, low-cost household items, even beauty, which has become a big category on Amazon. So it's lower-priced, you know, items that make the consumer feel like, yes, I'm buying, I'm getting something new, but it's at a low price. It's not going to hurt my wallet so much.
So the stores that are doing well are the ones that have kind of adapted a little bit, right, to how consumers are feeling right now financially. Mary, talk a little bit about the brick and mortars, because on the one hand, we have this story about Express closing nearly 100 locations. On the other side of things, you do see new stores opening up all the time, too. So where do we kind of feel in that realm?
Well, a lot of people read a lot of doom and gloom about the brick and mortar or the physical stores, because if you add it up, over 45,000 stores are slated to be closed in the next few years. So you look at that and you think, oh no, that's not good. But actually, it's really not as bad as you think. People are kind of recalibrating, putting stores in different areas, and actually the brick and mortar stores have the highest sales this year since the pandemic. So, and the reason why is because the store owners are adapting to the online universe, and all of the fulfillment for online is happening at the stores.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So, and also it's drawing you back to the store. So you buy a bunch of stuff online, and you have to, where do you return it? To the store. You buy online and you pick up in store because you want it that day at the store. So 42% of all online orders are fulfilled at any store. Walmart fulfills over half, and our own Target fulfills almost every single order, whether it's in store or online, at one of their 2,000 locations. So
that's why you're seeing all those people in the vests.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Really made it smart, and they've made it easy.
Super
I can't
smart.
tell you how many times I've done that Target pickup, because it's just within 30 minutes, boom, your item is there. You don't have to get out of the car. It's one thing,
and
or
then
it's
you
10.
get the return, and you go to Staples or Kiehl's or somewhere, and you get a coupon, and so they bring you back in.
Yep. So, malls themselves, I feel like you can look at one mall and go, oh my gosh, that mall is just exploding. And then you look at some empty places and you're like, well, they're obviously not doing something right. But malls are doing pretty well, it sounds like.
You know, it's surprising to a lot of us that go to the mall and see the empty storefronts, but malls are really making a comeback. Shopping centers are making a comeback. In fact, lowest vacancy rate in 2 decades for shopping centers, which surprised me. But when you start to think about the innovation that's happening, it kind of starts to make sense. Our own Southdale Center here in the Twin Cities, which was the nation's first indoor mall, opened in 1956, long before any of us were around. But it has really is a good example of this innovation that's happening with malls. What they've done is they've taken away the 2 to 4 anchor big box department stores, and they've put new types of anchors there. So now you're seeing at Southdale a Kowalski's grocery store. We've never seen a grocery store anchoring a mall.
Gym, DMV, to all these things, right?
Exactly right. There's a wonderful gym there. Lifetime Fitness is there, and that's happening in a lot of malls. Entertainment complexes, every possible thing from axe throwing to big theaters to Dave and Buster's, all the fun entertainment kind of things. So they're really reinventing even apartment buildings. There are now apartment buildings that are anchoring a lot of the nation's malls, and that's bringing people. That's bringing new business. Southdale is also kind of leaning into luxury. Luxury is a category that's doing pretty well. So they're getting a giant Lululemon store. They're getting a Gucci store, which is kind of shocking and surprising, a Burberry, Coach, Kate Spade. All the luxury stores are also helping bolster mall business.
To kind of compete with the Galleria across the way.
Yeah.
It wasn't long ago, it was a ghost town in Southdale. And I know that because I used to take the kids and do kind of like laps with the stroller, and it was quiet and stuff.
Yeah.
I like that you mentioned some of these luxury stores are doing well right now. I wondered about that. My father-in-law's visiting, and we were talking the other day about the dollar stores, and he said that they're going away because things cost more than $1 now, so they're becoming like the $5 stores. But dollar stores still have an area and kind of a hold on parts of the community as well, right?
Absolutely. The dollar stores in the U.S. account for about $60 billion in business every year. So they're not going away. Although Family Dollar, people are confused because Family Dollar is closing stores, but they're doing that because they're going to put stores in other areas. So again, they're recalibrating. But people are shopping a lot at dollar stores and convenience stores. They're the darlings of the retail industry this year. And the reason is because of what Beth said, is that people are being careful and kind of shopping down. So people are shopping grocery at dollar stores, which is a category you wouldn't necessarily think of, but people are definitely buying a lot of grocery. And the dollar stores are leaning into this they now offer more fresh foods and things like that. And also, they offer better brands. So time was, if you went to the dollar store and you wanted to get chips, you'd get like
it's going to be
freaky no-name chips.
Nature's Crunch.
And like some fake
Golden Harvest yogurt or whatever.
Yeah, and so it's like sketchy. But now you can get your Coca-Cola products, and you can get your Frito-Lay products there. So yeah, you can get a lot of stuff. And also convenience stores are
like
big.
Buc-ee's we talked about.
Like Buc-ee's. So Buc-ee's is, our new favorite, and we can't wait to visit Buc-ee's. In fact, we're going to be in Texas this month, so we want to go to Buc-ee's.
And we were
trip
saying
to
there might be
Buc-ee's.
one in the Dells too. They're
I know.
building one in the Dells.
People are literally on their website every day trying to find the new Buc-ee's. If you go to Buc-ee's, you can choose from 150 gas pumps or more for your car. They say they have the cleanest restrooms in the world. This is their claim. And then their barbecue brisket that you mentioned.
It's good.
It's not just you thinking that. They actually had a positive review in Food and Wine for the barbecue brisket sandwich.
It doesn't surprise me. It's a smart. It's
good.
like a Walmart convenience store. It's insane.
I need to check it out.
Well, when they build one in the Dells, you guys will go over there, hit the water
Road
park.
trip.
and-
Never been to a Buc-ee's, but
Road trip.
clearly
I know.
we're missing out, all of us.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
All right. Beth and Mary, thank you too for stopping by. This was really insightful.
Thanks.
I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
You can read more from Ginger Consulting by heading to our website, minnesotalive.com.